Matchups are kind of crazy. We're 1-0 against Sentinels on land, and we just placed 4th, and they're in the grand finals. You can't just keep doing the same thing. It's not going to work.
It felt like other teams were catching up and outplaying us.
As long as we continue this process, things should turn around.
I think it's honestly, just about who can adapt to who.
Right now we are at the Kansas City Royal Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. The Pioneers were appreciative enough of putting together a boot camp.
I'm a big baseball guy, so boot camping at Kauffman is one of the sickest experiences I've ever had.
I'm so jealous, and I'm a Cardinals fan.
So I got the Mariners hat on.
Hey, you guys just about this,
Fresh
right?
off the suite. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I just want to give a shout out to KCP, everything they've done for us this event. It's crazy.
We've been able to get out here 4 days before the event starts to start practicing on land versus some of the best Halo teams in NA and EU.
It's pretty damn cool. This is the first time we've done anything like this, like to kind of be playing in the box seats and having just looking out to where the stadium is and stuff. It's super cool. Definitely up there for one of the coolest things I've gotten to do while competing.
They just don't care about staff. Staff always gets disrespected at every event.
Staff never gets any love, mate.
Never. They're like, we hate staff.
If you steal first, you think we get kicked out? Just go for it. We're gonna kick out, right?
What are they gonna do, stop you?
With the Mariners hat on. Sneaky.
You know me.
This is actually probably only my 2nd time boot camping. I boot camped once in Halo 2 Anniversary. I think the thought process behind it is to kind of come here, get in the groove, shake out the kinks, especially because online we suck. We're just not good online. We don't thrive online. We don't get hyped online really. We're just average. And every time we come to land, I feel like we prove ourselves. So getting here and getting in that land groove and getting out the kinks early is just super beneficial to us.
In Raleigh, we had a run through the winners bracket that led us to a top 2 finish, and going into Anaheim, we unfortunately lost out early and had to make a crazy losers bracket run.
I think coming into this event that I don't want to repeat that. I want to go through winners. But I feel like it's good to know that we have that in us. If we're in losers, we can make that push.
Our endgame roles are really to play the game the way that we want to play it. We're not really playing versus another team or their play style. We're mostly focusing on ourselves and what we practice on, what we've worked on. And if we do what we want to do, right, then we end up winning the game.
Winning with this roster would mean a lot. I think everybody constantly, it's just constantly underestimating us and underrating us. It would mean a lot to just kind of lay that to rest. We try really hard to get better, and I think that's the reason that we've been placing top 2, top 3, and hopefully we can win.
As long as we stick to our game plan, I really think we have what it takes. I mean, every team we play, there's always close to like a game 5. I think we just have to close out our game 5s and just play our game, and I think we can accomplish that.
We worked hard on trying to beat these people who are ridiculously talented in the game. Try to figure out how it works and how to counter these general metas that people have and try to play around it. And so winning with this team, it would mean a lot more than any other just random win.
That's funny, yeah.
You don't have to if you're opposed to it, but I'd love for you to have
Oh, what does that mean? Oh, God damn.
What's up, baby?
Hello Kansas City and hello folks at home and welcome to the Halo Championship Series Kansas City Major.
Tony, we got G2, we got eUnited coming up next. Are you ready? I'm looking at Spartan, always a main slayer on eUnited. Let's see what he does off the rim. Beeline straight to the shotty. Already got access to enemy lines, and as he gets there with rockets sailing by, he's not worried. He'll take the kill. I'm pretty sure they just took down 3 with that opening.
That flag does get pulled, but they don't have the slays just yet. Ryanoob actually going to hesitate and go in for the shot. Ends up earning himself a killing spree. Ryanoob, they have to clear out their base before they're able to run this flag forward. Ryanoob did a great job of putting out shots, staying alive. Spartan, and to finally kill the melee with the flag, and eUnited are putting their second on the board. Yoki immediately tries to stay alive despite being one shot, but Ryanoob is not going to allow that to happen. Opens up with a triple kill to start off our game. But look at that God spawn by Straight. He spawns right next to him.
Are you sure that's a God spawn? That ain't a God spawn, Tony. Straight, he's going to get mounted. Ryanoob going off. Right now, he needs God. There you go. His teammate came in, and it was Rayne who came in and collected the fridge kill behind him. He's still going with a bank shot onto Sav. He'll convert that into a double. You can't shut the man down. You know what, Tony? I got a recommendation for the G2 roster. Don't look at Ryanoob's stat line right now. It ain't pretty for you. 18 and 4 out of this guy, making 19. A kill at frenzy. He's popping off.
They are 2 kills away from going up 2-0 in the series, and it's largely because of that man, Ryanoob. 20 kills in a game 2 slate.
Did he? Oh, he did die. 20 and 5, but man, what a performance out of eUnited. You can't shut them down. The moment they get going, they just don't stop.
Ryanoob having the rockets in hands and immediately trying to apply pressure. eUnited are having their way. Bulldog in the hands of Spartan. The bite hits harder than the bark. That's going to be a double kill. Make that one more kill for eUnited to take the game. And not only that, that's going to be the series. Look at him stand up, pump his chest. He knows what he just did, clutching up in a game 5.
eUnited, they never fail to give us a show. I think that's one thing for sure.
We ended up going 3-2 against G2, which was a little bit of a shock. But when you look closer at the games, it was more so that we got really unlucky in order to get lose 3-2 more so than it was a close series. So overall, it was pretty solid.
You ready for this all-star showdown?
Hell yeah, I'm doing great, bro. Let's start this shit.
All right, what about you, Lucid? Let's get it done.
Let's get it done.
Odds are pretty solid. Can't complain. Renegade and Frosty on the same team. It's a little crazy.
I think Spartan and Lucid on the same team is a little crazy.
Some might say. Some might say.
Great stairs. Yeah, I think there was another triple kill there for Snipe Down as well. Jim gets a bonk on the head from Sparty. He flies in and oh my goodness.
Wow. He's getting hyped. The crowd loves him too.
Now, what have you got? I want to see another woo. Make it louder. This time it's just a back smack.
3 dead.
Lucy's there. Lucy's there.
Toss!
Catch that one. Dumps it home. 5-1. Time for a little announcement here. I did kind of hint at it earlier, but this is going to be a 1v1 in this final game. So
Slayer recharge.
Slayer recharge will be a 1v1 between Lucid and Renegade. So both the captains going up against each other. Now, but it looks like Renegade is more than where he is. Nowhere I am. It's great. But having a shock rifle is better.
Spartan just popping off there. He had one more baby from him. Wants to see his team.
Stop kidding me.
Folks, and welcome back to the HCS Kansas City Major. It is our second major of the series.
These guys are wild.
These guys are absolutely crazy right now. The crowd is going nuts, and you probably guessed it. It's because Pioneers are going to be on that main stage very shortly. They're going to be facing off against eUnited.
Every single tournament we play them. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, the crowd was booing me and whatnot, but only fuels me up even more.
I wasn't prepared for it at all, but watching a lot of soccer really got me into the mood of home versus away team and how we want to play against it.
It's nothing new, personally. It didn't really affect me. You could barely even hear them, if we're being honest.
These two teams have so much history. They matched up twice in Anaheim, they matched up in Raleigh.
All right, so the series against KCP. Game 1, we got off to a slow start.
Yeah, game 1, it felt like it was a real shambolic performance by us.
And now you move your attention over towards that overshoot. We're getting to that point in the tournament where the cream starts rising to the top. There's levels to this game. And Ryanoob is going to be a big focus for me from this eUnited roster. Not only is he the player who carries the flag the most, he grabs the flag, he steals the flag. He's also been the main damage dealer for this eUnited roster. Ryanoob's done everything this tournament. Ryanoob just hasn't got the path carved. And Soul Snipes on hand to send that flag back to Kansas City. That is a great return for Spartan on a killing spree. And I tell you what, Spartan has been getting better and better as this tournament has gone on. The stats have got better from game by game. Soul Snipe does have the overshield, but can you get to the flag quick enough? Spartan's struggling a little bit in terms of... Oh! And I tell you what, this could be another read. 2 go down, 4 dead for eUnited.
We played pretty normal Halo, but then everything that we've ever practiced kind of fell through the cracks of what we needed to do. And so we didn't follow flag back. We messed up on one of our runs as well. And we could be up 2-0 going into that game and then, play it out from there. But instead we get counter-capped on and the game just becomes so much more chaotic than it usually is for us.
Game 1 is going to Kansas City Pioneers.
I think I had a rough game 1. I think it was a bizarre flag. I realized the way I was playing wasn't really going to work that well, so I tried to adapt mid-series, and I think I played pretty well, like starting game 3 and game 4.
What can he do with it? He with it right here, right now. On the Soul Snipe. Trade comes through, but Ryanoob with the heat wave. 2 kills, 1 kill. Reunited here. And it comes. They tie up the series.
Game 2, Slayer, we started to turn it on. The crowd started to get a little quiet. Then game 3 and 4 were just kind of closed out. We were playing our game and we were playing it well.
5 seconds to close the gap, but the ball has been dropped. They need to get their hands on it, or they will lose round 1. Soul Snipe's there, he wants to get a grab, but it's being watched. They've got to push now, you've got to go. It's now or never, has to hit the shot. Tries to grapple, but it's too late. Pioneers have to go, or they will go down in the series. puts us back to a wall. Back to a wall. Bulldog in hand. I tell you what, Bulldog plus Stalker Rifle is a very dangerous combination. It's all down to this. I got it. Go! Hey, let's go, baby! Win the series. Your crowd. eUnited step up when they needed to.
I mean, I knew we were going to win the series. Like, I don't know. We always have a good matchup against them, but coming into this event, like, I feel like we improved on a lot of our mistakes from previous tournaments. So we just kind of shrugged that game one off and, you know, just played our game the rest of the series and let them make their own mistakes and closed it out. And yeah, I mean, the crowd was booing me and whatnot, but it only fuels me up even more.
Yes, I allow you to use Lewis's back.
All right. Where am I going?
We're all up here.
All right.
Heading into the match against OpTic, I literally told my team, like, we can't play our normal game against them. It's not going to work.
Yeah, so mentally we played them online. We considered them the toughest team of the tournament, so we knew we were in for a bit of danger. We were hoping for a Sentinels matchup, and you know, look at them, they're in the finals now. But I think we match up well against them, not so much OpTic or Cloud9's playstyle. So when we got OpTic, it was more so hoping that we could find something to work.
I tell you what, eUnited as a roster in general, they've impressed me more as the tournament goes on. I know I've not been the biggest fan here, and eUnited, I've had a lot of grief from the social team, but I was their biggest fan back in Anaheim. What they've been doing really well and what Spartan's been doing really well is adjusting to how teams are playing. They are always adapting, and I'm wondering what is up the sleeve now for OpTic Gaming. They completely outplayed the KC Pioneers. They had a plan for every single movement, every game was structured in a way, but now what happens against OpTic?
Lucid with the sniper top tower as well, just holding down this middle lane. Nick's going to be challenging, and Nick is going to destroy Lucid.
Look at the Sandbag's presence. Look at this. They're ready for the B push. They're not just waiting for this. They're being the aggressor here. But 3 will fall with a little bit of a less orthodox setup. Looking Formal in the back of the base.
But where are OpTic? It looks like they can't get in position here. Formal tries to force his way in.
What fucking shit.
No idea where Trippy is, still hovering around this tower area. I should say the other shield area as a double's picked up by Spartan here. He is the heartbeat of eUnited, Andy. He is the emotional leader for them. He gets them fired up. He is the game changer. Oh! Goodness me, Spartan! Rayne versus APG. Rayne's going to run this one back, but look at the spawn coming in for Formal. eUnited find themselves 3 down. And now OpTic need to be precise. That score that is ticking at the bottom of your screen. Lucid is going to allow the players from eUnited to flood past. OpTic are going to allow themselves to take the lead. And with just a few moments left, the resilience of OpTic is on display.
Heading into the OpTic match, we were probably deceptively confident. I really think we were playing well this tournament, and going into that match, we wanted to make a statement. I think we had some really close games, showed a lot of good things. Just couldn't close it out in the way that we wanted to.
Popping in the middle of the map as well. Formal already set up for it too. Challenging onto Ryanoob, has the Bulldog to play with as well, but look at the flank now coming in. It's a swarm from OpTic again.
I don't see it happening anytime soon. This game essentially is a write-off. We've been proven wrong before, Mark. Great control from eUnited. Look at them rallying back. What was just a 37-18 game is 44-27. It's a great run from eUnited, but it is too little, too late.
eUnited, they pick up 3. Lucid, last player alive! Wow! And they force OpTic to make a play.
Oh, they have the first pick again. Once again, we'll see what Ryanoob can do here. He picks up a double.
Tricky does it, nice.
Look at the camel. Magler. He's probably going to have his room down. Switch on.
Good time, even when they're 4 dead. This has been a phenomenal start here from EU. Being converted by Optic as well. Spartan last player alive here. Trippy inside of the stronghold. And with that, Optic Gaming showing the ice they need to not just win the series.
And as you'd expect, Forma with some choice words across the stage as well.
I mean, it's pretty close, game 1 and game 3. I think both those games are winnable. We just couldn't close them out for whatever reason.
We almost got there. We had a couple of close games where some that could have gone either way, but they just proved to be too strong for us.
We couldn't close out games. We definitely should have closed out, but I mean, it just goes to show that we were on the right path at least. Our games versus Optic have never really been that close. Obviously, outside the Slayer we got owned, but like games 1 and 3, we could have easily won both. And like those are game types that online they would literally just slam us. We literally could have won both those games and been up 2-1. We just need to adapt more. We can't just keep doing the same thing. It's not going to work.
When you go down to the elim bracket, you just want to get hot, right? You know, if you play good series, you're going to have a lot coming up. So it's all about catching fire and carrying momentum from one series to another. We did that very well with the FaZe series.
Let's not forget, eUnited sent FaZe Clan to the elimination bracket in Anaheim. FaZe would finish top 8. Huge disappointment for them. The question is, which of these two teams will advance here?
I just want to give another shout out to Ryanoob, not just for the brain, but the brawn.
Look at this.
That he's been showing. And,
oh my God. What can FaZe do? Tough result for them in Anaheim, and they need to bounce back.
It's going to be Falcated who is going to trade things out, but it's not trades. It's FaZe Clan going 4 dead again off the rip.
On bottom mid-map push. Oh my God. Oh God.
That 8-kill advantage. Ryanoob now can be pushed by 2. Ryanoob now going to dispose of 2.
It's perfect, Halo. They play so slow, so methodical. Might even get a second feed. Look at the thrust.
1 more to go then. Nick's in here with the microwave, and he's thinking about takeaways here. Now it's going to be the beatdown, and he will send FaZe Clan onto the precipice of being eliminated from the tournament here. Timing to do so.
Oh my God.
And they will be able to go into a lead. That is massive from Spartan. Not only the first kill onto Falcated, but he holds off the push. He picks up 2, and if FaZe Clan spirits weren't low enough, throwing away a game like that, a round like that, is going to hurt even more. It's going to be an eUnited win. Grappling was a little bit reckless. Maybe just trying to catch the timing on the player. I'm looking for a beatdown, any kind of damage he could. Speaking of beatdowns and damage, Ryanoob is going to be the player.
Could have gotten a double, but for some reason, since Halo 2, oh my God. To be honest, so interesting, Mark, to see how this game is going. My God, Ryanoob.
Things are going to be slowed down a little bit as Nick will pick up 2, and it will be a triple answer back coming in from Bound. Not only that, he makes it an overkill.
FaZe not going down without a fight.
Carry's going to be. Now you're going to look for Spartan to clear some space. That's one way of doing it, just by absolutely dumping on Spot Snipe down as he flushes himself down the pipes. For now, it's going to be another shot. Goodness gracious. We were going to have to back up. Here's the squad. This is what we're talking about. This is what we were talking about. Not afraid to send not just 1, not just 2, but 3 players in one direction. I know. Kind of weak barrels.
He has to touch it right now.
Running at repulse.
Dead.
Let's fucking go! 40 fucking 5, bro! 45!
It's not too much to be happy about.
I think we get better every time we play them online. For some reason, we're struggling against them online. I don't know if it's a connection thing or maybe we're just better online versus them. But, I mean, we 3-0'd them pretty convincingly, I would say.
We didn't just want to win this series in another game 5 against them. We wanted to come out and dominate them and make a statement. I think we came out and did just that. It wasn't close, and we played, frankly, our best Halo that series.
Your semifinal will be Cloud9 and eUnited.
Not a chance we thought we were playing C9 for top 4. Again, I thought they'd beat Sentinels easily, and I thought it would be us versus Sentinels for a top 3 match, and then coming off that match, we would play a Cloud9 who might be a little dejected after losing to Optic, and then we would get a chance to rematch Optic in the finals. But just our playstyle just doesn't mesh well against them.
I am ready for this one. We're talking Cloud9, eUnited, already on board with Spartan, and both of these teams fighting for their tournament lives. One of the first times that we are seeing Cloud9 in the elimination bracket, the first time here in Halo Infinite.
That's 2 dead, ball down, 2 seconds to get to it. Ryanoob, big kill, 3 dead on the feed, and eUnited, a full team wipe. Make it 3, last one up on the ball, but it's just not enough.
eUnited don't want anybody to get access. Bulldog able to take down 1. but it looks like it's not enough. 3 out of 4 members hitting the black screen. eUnited are poised to take the lead.
Oh, players dropping left and right, but C9 with a numbers advantage. Tony, I think this might be it right here.
Cloud9 not only taking that round, but also taking the victory.
At the end of the day, eUnited, they just need to figure out something before it's too late. Tony, here we are, game 2, live fire Slayer. Spartan can get to it, but C9, I think they got to it just a second earlier. Nick can a barrel on through center, though maybe he can pick up a couple kills. There goes Eco. Nice little pinch between him and Ryanoob to take 2, make it 3 now. You know, when they spawned alone, how to play off it. 49 make it 50, and C9, they'll go out with 2 games in dominant fashion of 50-40.
eUnited, they finished 2nd place at Raleigh, 3rd place at Anaheim, and as of right now, they're in danger of dropping 4th.
We'll see if they can get away with it. Looks like they will. What a double to start. That's what eUnited need. Final 50 points right here, Tony. Final 50 for the series. For C9 punching their ticket to top 3.
eUnited take advantage of the momentary numbers and are able to put a double cap, even working for a trip. But look at the scoreboard. It is nowhere near in favor of eUnited. Gonna drop down and grapple that camouflage to himself.
GG.
Well played by Renegade as we are now counting down the final seconds here. Cloud9 not only taking the game, but a 3-0 sweep against eUnited.
Unfortunate for eUnited, they fought well, they defeated FaZe in dominant fashion as well, but to go down like this, obviously not pretty, it's not what they wanted. C9, their next bastion is what's up on main stage. Tony, I hear it behind us. I think that series is either over or a game just finished, but apparently it's tied 2-2. Oh my God, this is going down to the wire no matter where you look. C9, they're waiting to face whoever loses. We honestly don't know who it could be. Sandals optic, very close shave. Tony, I think between the 3 of them, this could be one hell of a finale.
This is the exact final 3 teams that you would expect, but a little bit different. We did see Cloud9 end up dropping down to elimination bracket for the first time.
I think we're too stagnant on playing one specific way, and it works against certain teams and it really hurts us against others. And you know, like we made a mid-tournament adaptation to play Optic specifically, and it almost worked. And I think like if we have more practice with different adaptations, that we wouldn't throw games like that. Like we literally basically try to play style against Optic that we've never practiced mid-tournament at a LAN, because we just knew like the way that we played the game normally wouldn't work. I just don't believe that there's ever one correct style of play. I think you need to be able to do multiple things. You need to be able to shut people down by adapting to their play style. It's you know, it's always play your own game and not play into their game. But if your game has multiple styles, you're versatile, then other teams are gonna struggle.
I think we just need to capitalize on plays that were made, and we just need to close it out. I mean, we're right there every time.
Those matchups specifically, we do have to change up our game a little bit, and we understand that, and we're actively making adjustments and improvements every time we play against those teams. So as long as we continue this process, things should turn around. We're not happy getting 2nd, 3rd, 4th, all this. We want to win, and we know we can win. It's just about coming out and executing at those key moments.
It's gonna be a long off season because we had a long break, and I feel like we understood it really fast, and we're kind of leveling out while other teams are getting a lot better. Orlando's the hometown. We used to live an hour away from there, so that'll be, I think I'll get some family to come out and cheer, and you know, hopefully this time we'll have a crowd. But yeah, these next 2 tournaments are so close together, if I remember correctly, that's, you know, this off season's the big turning point. You know, can we make big strides forward to get to where our goal is?
Yeah, going forward, we're just going to continue to fine-tune our play. I think that, like I said, Sentinels has shown that you can still be methodical and not super aggressive like the likes of Cloud9 or Optic, and KCP, which we beat KCP with our slow methodical play as well. But Sentinels, they're not super aggressive either. So they kind of showed that, but also we do want to kind of speed up our play a little bit. And I think that we'll be looking at ourselves quite a bit on how to do that as well.
The goal for the team heading into the last 2 events is to win. We've placed second, we've placed third, we've placed fourth. The only thing that's left in my eyes is to win. I think anything less than 4th place is out of these guys, their competitive level, and they deserve to be one of the best teams in the game. And as stated before, just a few situational plays go our way and we're lifting up that trophy. It's just putting it together. Super excited for this off season and the time we have to perfect our craft.